Why is it that we get so incredibly exhausted when we spend time with our narcissistic mothers? Or just perhaps even just hear from her, or get reminded of her if we are low or no contact, or even that she is no longer with us. Yet we can still get triggered and we can feel completely burnt out and exhausted from her. Let's talk about this. I'm Åse Wegerif, I'm a survivor, and I'm also a registered counselor, and I worked for a long time with adults who are both men and women who have a narcissistic mother. And so let me bring up 6 different aspects of this. I mean, there is more than that, but these are 6 points why you feel so exhausted around her. And the thing is that somewhere inside of ourselves, we know what the truth is. We have like a lie detector, or some place in us. It's not always that we can connect with it, but somewhere deep inside we know what the truth is at any one time. And when you're with your mother, you're with a person who is unable to bond properly, unable to form a mutual attachment with you, someone who is very superficial emotionally, and it's all very, very one-sided. So somewhere inside of you, you're with someone who is your mother and is so defining for your entire life, whom your life has depended upon, and at the same time you are with her who it appears that you are with her, but at the same time the truth of it is that you're with someone who doesn't have that deep heart, empathic heart connection with you. So it's more of a superficial, it's more something that looks like something really good, or potentially not, because not all narcissistic mothers appear that way either, but often things look normal, things look just fine, but that's just the appearance. It's not the reality. So being with someone when you know that something is really fake like this is really, really draining. Being around someone who isn't there with you when you're the child and you have this deep yearning your entire life. Perhaps you've come to the realization that you will never get the mother that you long for, and that you come to an acceptance of that. Even so, there is always, in our entire lives, there is a part of us that really, really cannot let go of this longing, cannot let go of this hope. So this gets more or less, but it gets activated, it is there, and that is one of the reasons why you can just feel really, really drained. And a lot of this is going on unconsciously, but by talking about it, as in this video, perhaps that can help you understand more why you might feel so drained. So point number 2 is that she's an actress, so she's not being real. She's not showing who she really is. And she's acting, and she's got a very high interest in keeping people thinking that she's something that she's not. So when you come into her presence, then you are performing, you kind of step into the act yourself, whether you want to or not. You probably don't want to, but you get pulled into that acting that's going on. And you have a role that you are given. And this is completely exhausting, because it means that you're acting. You're not being, you can't be who you really are. You can't be truthful. You get pulled into something that is very inauthentic and draining. And point number 3 is all these roles that you get. She's a taker. She's a director. She's an actress. And on the other side of her, you have the role of admiring her. You have the role of looking with admiration in your eyes at her. You have the role of perhaps being a listener if I'm being nice, and a garbage bin if I'm not being that nice, because you're her object to be used. You're not a subject. You're not a human being that she relates to. You are actually there in your role as a listener of her, as someone that she can use for how she wants or needs. You're there to be her garbage bin. You're there to be her listener. You're there to make her feel good. You're there to admire her. You're there to give to her and to entertain her. Point number 4 is that she doesn't have the normal boundaries that other mothers do. Normal mothers don't want to cause their children harm. Normal mothers come across a major spectrum, but in this case she doesn't. As a narcissistic mother, she doesn't have those filters that other people do. She does have this entitlement and think that she's entitled to what she wants, and that means that she can cross your boundaries, and she does know you as her child, and being a narcissist, she does know of other people's weaknesses, so that she can be disrespectful, she can use you, she can shame you and guilt you in order to get control over you, and she's probably a very good skilled at this game, so that she's able to predict how you will respond, and when you're not a narcissist, this game is something that is just she's played it her entire life, so there's nothing really that you can't go into this game and try that you think that you can play it. It's about protecting, managing her, protecting yourself, and trying to stay out of it as much as you can. But it's also about understanding what's going on, because that understanding can give you an awareness that can help you. So, invalidation, criticism, shaming, guilting, these are all the things that she can do to you. And when you can't really protect yourself so well from it, and it's also something that you've experienced so much of in your life, and it's probably also affected your relationship to yourself, so that you allow yourself to be, that you may be over guilty, that you may feel shame a lot when you shouldn't, that you do self-invalidate yourself, because that's what you've been fed with the whole time. Self-invalidation is an area that I see in a lot of survivors, and often it's a program that people are running on that they are not aware of, at least not to the extent that they're doing it to themselves. And it's also something that if you invalidate your needs, if you dismiss yourself the whole time, and being on that unconscious program, that can really set you up for perpetuating this dysfunction in your adult life. I've created a quiz that can help you as a tool to help you see what this looks like, and you can find it in a link underneath this video, in this video's description, and that can be a good tool for you to see if you're doing that and become aware of it and stopping that. So that's available for you if you would like to get that. Point number 5 is that it's not okay to be you. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't want to know you as you. She wants to relate to a version of you that is the one that she's selected for you. So being around someone where you don't get to be you, and when it's your mother, is incredibly painful. It is that it's the result of that is the result of that conditionality that you've had your entire life. Like, It's okay to be like this, but not too much of that, and certainly not this. And like keeping you walking on eggshells, keeping you insecure about yourself, keeping you doubting yourself, keeping you on your toes the whole time. And at the end of that, in the end, perhaps you don't form such a strong relationship to yourself, and also you do end up with often a strong sense that it's not okay to be me, that and if you feel that way, that it's not okay to be me, that causes a lot of suffering, and also it blocks you from fully being you in relationships, and then getting the recognition and other people connecting with you because you are you. But it's really painful to be around your mother when you can't be yourself. And point number 6 is that you're relating to someone in their survival personality like your mother is. And she's built a false self. It's a narcissistic self. And this is the only reality that she is open for, nothing else. So as long as you make her feel important, as long as you make her feel admired, as long as you let her be the center of attention and the most wonderful, special and gifted, intelligent, whatever it is that she wants to be, as long as you let her live in this reality, which is the fake reality, because the reality of this is probably it is that she's actually quite boring. Because if you go around your entire life never never making the effort of properly learning things, never taking on challenges and growth, never introspecting and so on, in the end you end up losing out on all this learning and so on. So at least that's my experience. A lot of narcissists are really dull and boring, yet that cannot be shown as the true reality that it is. You have to keep on making her playing along with her game. So these are all reasons why just talking about it actually makes me feel a bit exhausted about it right now. So but if you're sitting there now feeling exhausted from this, then I'm thinking, well, perhaps this has then given you something that feels good for you, because now you can have some reasons why you feel the way you do. It's not you, it's reality. When we are around someone with a personality like this, it steals our energy. It really jars inside of us. It's really making us feel not at ease and use a lot of energy and so on. So I hope this has been helpful, and if you liked it and it resonated, I'd love it if you would consider subscribing, liking or commenting, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.